It's time for Elevation. Tony Schiavone, Mark Henry, and Paul White. And let's go to the ring.
This bout is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Moscow, Russia, Legit Layla Hirsch.
Love the name Legit.
Well, she's legit. She's got the shooter boots on, Mark. You can't wear those kind of boots if you're not legit.
You can, but you're going to get judged after your first match.
You're going to get exposed.
She makes her way to the ring as we go back. It's our first bout here at Elevation.
And her opponent, Brittany Blake.
Brittany Blake, red hair and all.
Man, debut.
Love debut.
Make an impression.
That's what Elevation's all about, guys. Make an impression, right?
Sure. You know, we were talking earlier off camera about the difference in the attitude that Layla Hirsch has had.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a good thing to be that motivated in your division. You know, Mark has a different opinion.
I do. And I feel like if you're going to be somebody's friend, you're somebody's friend.
Friendship, at the same time, this is a business. This is title opportunities. You know, friends don't put titles on the wall. You know, I mean, you know, this is a very competitive women's division right now. There's titles that are up for grab. You don't need that many friends.
Wow.
Well, she had a couple of friends, Chris Statlander and Red Velvet, and that all came to an end on Dynamite last week. And now on Wednesday, Beach Break in Cleveland, Layla Hirsch and Red Velvet will go one-on-one. How about that, former friends?
Man, you talk about strong right there.
Yeah, that is powerful, isn't it? And quick. Look at that.
Nice fade. There's some of that amateur roll-up. She's going for that arm bar. Where's she going for it? Up, foot on the rope.
Brittany, smart move, getting to the ropes.
Brittany Blake, smart enough, ring awareness, get those foot on the ropes.
Oh, wow.
And use the ring to her advantage.
Great story of Layla Hirsch that she told us on a recent episode of AEW Unrestricted, our official podcast, talking about being in an orphanage along with her sister in Moscow and then coming to the United States and her life completely changing. And I would think, obviously, it would, being adopted by parents in America.
Still, what an incredible journey, though.
Yeah, that's an unbelievable journey. You know, a story of love and perseverance and new beginnings.
Right.
You know, you're all about love lately, like friends and not fighting.
Look, I'm having a good time in my life.
Yeah.
What happened to you? You used to be Hall of Pain. What happened to you?
I got old.
Oh,
I mellowed out.
Oh, how about that enziguri that time?
Heck of an enziguri.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, maybe you've mellowed out, but I kind of like this version of Mark Henry.
I don't know. He seems kind of nice to me.
You know what? I want to make sure that everybody else has it better than I had it. Is that okay?
Yeah, no, I want everybody to have it worse than I had it.
Wow. She went for a bulldog that time, and
there it is.
Big German 1, 2. No.
I love watching Layla Hirsch hit German suplexes.
She senses. I mean, you talk about getting low and really cinching it in.
It just shows her how many hours and hours she's put that in. It's just so automatic when she hits it. I wish she'd put that in her offense a lot more.
Oh, wow. Man. Timed that perfectly. And the knee, 1, 2, 3. And that is that.
Wow.
Man, that's it. She's not getting paid by the hour, I don't think.
Layla Hirsch hit Blake with that knee as she was coming off the ropes, seemingly with a cross body.
And that knee to the chin, that's all she wrote.
And now, Wednesday, Cleveland, Beach Break against Red Velvet. Next matchup will be tag team action. Members of the Hardy Family Office, Private Party. As we go back to the ring for the next match.
Oh my God, is that Private Party?
Is it just me or does that light look like one of the COVID symbols?
I don't know.
This is a tag team bout.
I think everything looks like COVID.
20-minute time limit. Being accompanied by Matt Hardy from Brooklyn, New York. At a combined weight of 381 pounds, Isaiah Cassidy, Mark Quinn, Private Party.
All right, I think I need to correct myself there. I said members of the Hardy Family Office, and as we found out this past week on Dynamite, it's no longer the HFO. It's the AHFO, and we'll explain that right after this.
It's a team of Action Andretti and Miles Hawkins.
Hawkins and Andretti.
Well, I tell you what, man, this Andretti is an unbelievable talent. I've seen him work around the Baltimore and Washington, D.C. area. Unbelievable talent. High flyer.
All right, let's see what he
he's
can
going
do.
to need every bit of that.
Yeah, you're right, he is. Okay, so here it is. Here's the deal. Apparently a deal has been struck between Matt Hardy and Andrade. Andrade has 51% of the shares sold to him by Matt Hardy. Wow. Matt Hardy is still the CEO. The president, though, is Andrade. And that's a group that's going to be very influential.
Well, it's amazing. Now, how did Andrade get that position? Would he put a cash influx into AHFO?
I don't know.
Or is what's the inner workings of that deal?
I don't know the inner workings, but I think it's definitely going to be something where those guys need each other and they're going to work together.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What an organization they have. So that's exactly what it is. And also, now they have set their sights on, get this, look at Andrade. Oh, great neck breaker that time. They've set their sights on trying to recruit Darby Allin to be part of the AHFO.
Well, I mean, if you're going to shoot your shot, shoot your shot.
Right.
I mean, you know, but I don't see that happening at all. That's a high-flying maneuver.
Yeah, Quinn over the top on Andrade, and he got a 2 count.
Good to see Private Party back together again. They had a little spell where, we got the Matt Hardy. He's mocking. I don't guess it's mocking if you're in the same corporation.
No, being the same, it's paying homage. Action Andrade getting out of town. Andrade, excuse me.
Hawkins comes to the ring. Miles Hawkins, great.
Wow, athleticism. High.
Wow, Hawkins.
Let's stay on him.
Now, these kids got something here, guys.
Yeah, he's admiring his work too much.
Yeah,
exactly.
that may be a problem. And a kick in the back. And great teamwork. There you see that Quinn has the attention of Bryce Remsburg.
Yeah, that's that Matt Hardy training. Distract the ref, get the other corner in trouble, isolate, dominate.
Sound like you read the book.
I helped write some of it.
Yeah. Great double team move by Private Party. And a splash leg drop combination that time.
Both up around the neck and chest area, knock all the wind out of you and take advantage of that guy.
You know, man can't breathe, can't fight.
Doing a lot of posing here, though, man.
A lot of posing, but that's part of Private Party's, I would say, shtick. Is that a good word to say?
Yeah.
It's part of their thing. They like to be loud and confident and aggressive and that live by the sword, die by the sword attitude. So far it's been paying off for them.
Tijeras move and a neck breaker that time. And just like you said, Mark Henry, take a look at young Action Andretti here.
He's got plenty of action. His ring awareness needs a little bit of work, but other than that, he's a hell of an athlete.
Great standing switch here on Isaiah Cassidy, or Zay, and a Gamagiri that time into the face.
And not many muscles around the forehead area.
No, not at all, especially when that leg is flying at you. Nothing much you can do, and there, coming off with a neck breaker.
Teamwork.
Mark Quinn up top. Oh, boy.
Big shooting star press.
Shooting star press. It's over.
Here are your winners, Private Party.
Real good job on Private Party's part of isolating the ring, cutting the ring in half, keeping the action in their corner, using the referee to their advantage with a diss track, pulled out a great victory. Matt Hardy is doing some incredible coaching.
And let's take a look at the replay. Take a look at it. Mark Henry.
He's got to stop stealing my stuff.
Members of the AHFO and shareholders, by the way, Private Party along with Matt Hardy. Big win here on Elevation to make our way towards Beach Break.
Up next on Elevation, women's competition, Brandi Rhodes.
Jealousy is the best form of flattery.
Uh-oh, here comes the boss.
Now, Brandi Rhodes has, as you hear the boos.
This contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Making her way to the ring from Detroit, Michigan, Brandi Rhodes.
She's made her focus now back into the ring, into wrestling here. We've seen her a couple of times
She's balancing a lot of hats right now in AEW and at home too.
Man, I don't know if you got enough time in the day to do all the things that she's doing.
And her opponent, Willow Nightingale.
Willow Nightingale looking for her first win. She's got a very, very broad smile, very happy look.
Yeah, it made me smile.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, she's a very pleasant individual to talk to.
Wow, you've had a conversation with her?
I have actually talked to Willow. She's super, super nice, which worries me a little bit because my advice to her was I told her to get mean.
Oh, you would.
Yeah.
That's your new thing, huh?
It's not my new thing.
Corrupt
It's always
the
been my
future of the
thing.
business.
I'm not corrupting. If you want to have a successful career, you have to be a little bit mean.
Oh, so you practice that theory, you got to break a few eggs to make an omelet.
You got to break a lot of eggs.
For you.
Yeah, I want a big-ass omelet. I'm going to break a lot of eggs.
Oh, my God, you're too much.
Big-ass omelet. Into the near side.
Oh, Brandi Rhodes.
Yeah.
Look at the
Nice.
reverse.
And Brandi coming in full bore that time with an uppercut. Well,
watch it.
You know, Brandi has obviously been involved many times in her husband's affairs and his matches. We saw.
Name one wife that isn't.
Well, yeah,
Exactly.
we saw her light up that table, that match against Andrade. Remember that?
Yeah, that was a little bit.
Yeah, there's a Russian leg sweep by Willow that time.
Look at the flexibility on Willow.
Oh, man.
Wow, very cool.
Man, right there, she could very easily pull her shoulder out of socket. Like, Brandi's going to have to hurry up and get out of this because the weakness will set in.
Look, Willow White doesn't have it locked in. Brandi trying to get a pinfall out of it. Didn't have a good grab.
Super kick.
Big super kick by Willow.
I
Maybe Willow's
see
getting
you.
a little mean. Told you it'd work.
So the question is Brandi going to try to involve herself in that ladder match we've got coming up on Dynamite with her husband Cody and Sammy Guevara to unify the TNT championships?
I'll take that bet. I bet she does get
Yeah,
involved.
why wouldn't she? And not only that, she is showing plenty of athleticism here. And not only that, a mean streak. Take a look at this, man.
Nobody's
Brandi
ever had to
is
ask
hilarious.
Brandi Rhodes to get mean.
Ripcord move that time, a kick, 3 kicks,
Man.
and then an enziguri that time from Brandi Rhodes.
That was a big barrage of offensive kicks from Brandi Rhodes.
It borderline turned the crowd.
Big pump kick coming off of the far side.
Wow, she folded her up like a window shade.
Yes, she did. Got her tied up.
Oh, no.
There's her submission hold, and it didn't take long for Willow to tap out.
Jealousy.
The winner of this match.
Anytime you can put your elbow where your knee is.
You notice how Brandi Rhodes shifted gears, came out with that barrage of offensive kicks. You saw the mean streak that Brandi Rhodes has, popped out right there. I need to send my friend Cody a text and some prayer hands.
Yeah, that finisher maneuver is something I haven't seen in a while. Anytime you can pull a shoulder back where the elbow touches the knee, that's pretty dangerous.
Man, look, I don't even want to put my hands up to answer a question, let alone end up in that hole.
Brandi Rhodes, your winner here on Elevation. And we go to our next matchup. It's going to be tag team action. Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky with that very pleasant Dan Lambert in their corner. Can't wait for this on Elevation.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Being accompanied by Dan Lambert at a combined weight of 433 pounds. All ego, Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, Men of the Year.
I just laugh every time I see that Men of the Year. They voted for themselves.
You know what?
Why didn't you and I think of that?
You know what? We're not smart enough to politic for ourselves. We're always trying to help everybody else.
You're always trying to help everybody else. I'm trying to cut everybody else out from underneath them.
Well, let me tell you this. If I can add something to this storyline we're building here, I'm all for this to happen. And I'll get to this right after we go to this.
And their opponents, Mike Fowler and Logan LaRue.
Fowler and LaRue. All right, so I'm all for Paul White, Mark Henry facing the Men of the Year for the Men of the Year title. Ooh.
And that might be kind of fun.
Yeah.
It might be until I blew up and my face turned green.
No, man, I'll just save you for the comeback. All you got to do is come and hit one move. I got you.
All right.
Come on, you got one more. You got one more left in you, buddy.
Well, you know, he just talked me into it. Hey, just stand there and come in and finish him.
And that's a lie, because as soon as I get out of breath, I'm tagging his ass in.
He's tagging me straight in.
I just need to get him in boots and get him to the ring. The rest will take care of itself.
Yeah, basically what you guys are saying, I understand this, that because they are ego-driven, as you can see on the back of.
Very talented. Very talented, but
and they can go fast, man.
And they don't need Dan Lambert. I mean, they're two talented guys.
That's like putting pearls on a pig. They don't need it. Dan Lambert looks like somebody's soccer dad that got lost on the way to practice. I mean, look how he dresses. I mean, like, my God, man. Like, put on a suit. Act like you're doing something out there. You look like you got lost on your way to the beer tent.
And now we see Dan Lambert as coming out to the ring with Lance Archer, the Murder Hawk Monster. And I don't understand that. I guess it's some deal that he and Jake the Snake Roberts have, and Lance Archer has made his focus, of course.
Well, I wouldn't even want to try to guess the machinations that Jake the Snake Roberts is capable of. Yeah. So that's one of those kind of things.
Can we talk about the talent of all ego Ethan Page?
Yes, we can.
Like,
incredible.
It seems like every week he's getting more confident in his abilities. He hangs out with a bad element. I'd love to see him on his own, just trying to rise to the top.
That'll come in time, Mark. I think that'll come in time. Well, here's the cover. Right now, I see with these two guys, I see these guys are getting into their work zone. You know what I'm saying? With their work, you're starting to really hone in, tighten up, be true, be solid. You know, at some point, these guys will get tired of chasing tag team gold, and then they're going to do individual pursuits. That's just the way things work.
Oh, look at that.
Tag is made. Whoa.
Good forearm shiver.
Great forearm shiver.
Man, what kind of shorts are those, young man? Look how he's going to the beach.
Odd you would say that. As we'll be going to the beach for Beach Break coming up this Wednesday in Cleveland, and of course on Dynamite live on TBS.
I love how efficient Scorpio Sky is.
Wow.
That's a good tag team wrestling right there. You see how those guys are working together? Scorpio Sky cut the Ethan Page cut Scorpio Sky's momentum, so he didn't end up in a bad place. And right now, Scorpio Sky just turns the whole momentum around. That's all.
Pull those imaginary straps down.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
And poses like he's on the cover of GQ magazine.
Hey, if you don't believe it, nobody else will.
Men of the Year get the win here on Elevation decisively. And Dan comes in with a smile on his face. Paul, here's a replay.
Right here, that's right. All you go Ethan Page and just stop Scorpio Sky from getting into a double team maneuver. Counter with that big high boot. There's that power and that explosion into Scorpio Sky is becoming known for in AEW.
The match is over.
And Dan wants more. He wants to put the ego's edge. Oh! And
Dan Lambert is a no good, dirty piece of
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you right now, all ego Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky look phenomenal right now. They look amazing as a tag team.
Look at that. Look at Ethan Page is laughing.
Logan Wade was airborne on that one. Well, there are your winners once again. Men of the Year along with Dan Lambert. What a terrible person he is.
Up next on Elevation Women's Competition, she's ready to stir it up in her mama's kitchen. Red Velvet. And now we're on back to the ring with our very own Justin Roberts.
Stir it up. This body set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from Miami, Florida, Red Velvet.
Reminder that Beach Break's going to be at the Wolstein Center Wednesday, January. Well, I'll talk more about that in just a moment because the opponent of Red Velvet is
and
quite a competitor.
Janai Kai.
Janai Kai. Oh, boy.
All right.
Man, she's got a unique look.
That's one way to put it.
We're going to be at the Wolstein Center for Beach Break this coming Wednesday, January 26th. And don't miss our return to Chicago at the Wintrust Arena, Wednesday, February 2nd. Both nights, of course, part of AEW Dynamite on TBS. Tickets on sale for both events, AEWTIX.com.
Yeah, you might not want to get into a striking competition with Red Velvet because she can throw them soup bones.
Not only that, Mark, she's pretty ticked off after what happened with Layla Hirsch recently.
Well, I'll tell you what, the flexibility right there was impressive, but what's even more impressive was the fact that Janai could not get out of it.
No.
She just had to sit there and take it. Jeez. Fight back.
2 count that time.
I think she's trying to, but when you can't tell your earlobe from your elbow, you don't know where you are.
Red Velvet put the business to her right there.
She is wrestling here with determination and grit. Look at
oh, the axe kick.
Oh, I thought she missed.
I think
she did that on purpose. I wish I could get in the ring like that.
Boy, that kid is talented, man.
I could do it once.
I wish you could too.
Y'all have to helicopter me out of here.
I'd love to be able to call that one.
Paul White just broke in half. Wow. Wow. Now that was a kick.
Man, kick right to the throat.
What were you saying?
She's got that mouthpiece with her name on it.
Yeah.
Kind of like that Muay Thai boxing. Is that what this is?
I guess she's trying to tell her to meet the feet.
Meet the feet?
Get it?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, I get it.
Janai Kai using her feet very successfully here. Got a very unique look, doesn't she?
Wow, that looks snug.
And
very aggressive.
Paul said to put it lightly.
Yeah, it's an off-putting look, but if it works for her, good for her. If she came walk up to me, I'd just like hand her my wallet. I'd be a little intimidated.
Red Velvet trying to kick her way out of the corner, blocked that time.
She might fall down if she tried to pick up your wallet.
Hey, now be quiet, kayfabe.
All right, watch out.
Oh my gosh, Red Velvet.
Nice. Jumping.
Gotta get your hands up.
Big spinning back kick that time. And a back leg front kick.
If that's not gonna do it, it's not gonna get done. Well,
Janai Kai's got some great footwork going.
Yes, she does. She's a talented lady here.
She's surgical with those feet.
Not only that, look at the face. I think there's an anger issue here, or she's just an unpleasant person. I'm not sure.
I don't think she's very pleasant. That was a good observation.
I don't think she's doing a bake-off for the church cookies.
Oh!
Good stunner.
Did you say bake off of the church cookies?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think she's going to contribute.
I don't believe so either. And now here's Red Velvet, knowing that, great drop toe hold across the ropes, knowing that her match against Layla Hirsch is coming up on Wednesday. Running knee strike that time. Standing moonsault. 1, 2, and no.
Oh, man, I really thought that was it.
Yeah.
Usually that is it when she hits that standing moonsault. Good resilience on Janai Kai's part.
Oh.
Again, the quickness of Red Velvet.
Well, she's got that boxing background. You know, that's the thing. She knows how to throw soup bones. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, you can call it.
Just desserts.
The winner of this match, Red Velvet.
Red Velvet gave her just desserts to Janai Kai there. Well done.
Velvet better get that shoulder taken care of because she keeps showing that as a weakness. Layla Hirsch is going to take advantage of it.
Especially with Layla when she locks in that finish.
And that is going to happen Wednesday night against Layla Hirsch on Beach Break. 2 different styles. All right, we're going to go back. Tag team action coming up next. Santana and Ortiz, one of the top tag teams in all of AEW, who are having some problems with Chris Jericho. As
Run power.
Well, they get quite a reaction from the fans when they come out. Why not? One of the great tag teams in all of AEW as we go back to Justin Roberts.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring from New York, New York, at a combined weight of 420 pounds, Santana and Ortiz.
Can you roll your R's like that?
No one can do it like Justin Roberts.
Well, Dasha can.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Sorry, Dasha. I know I'm going to hear about that.
Yeah, you will hear about that.
You will hear about it. I'm scared of her.
And their opponents, a team of Bro Keller and Goldie.
Goldie, he's back.
Goldie on your left, Bro Keller on your right. Oh, by the way, coming up on Dynamite on TBS this Wednesday, we have scheduled a big trios match. Listen to this. Daniel Garcia 2.0 against Santana Ortiz and Chris Jericho.
Oh.
On paper, that's going to look great, but as we heard in an interview on Dynamite recently, there are problems that apparently are surfacing within members of the Inner Circle.
Well, families fight, and, you just got to chalk it up as part of the game and then let them get it solved out before they get in the ring, though.
Well, I kind of see where Santana and Ortiz are coming from a little bit, too. I mean, Chris Jericho has had a great career of being Chris Jericho and being successful and doing whatever it takes to be successful.
Right.
And Santana and Ortiz have had their hands full taking care of a lot of Chris Jericho's crap. They haven't had time to focus on the tag team titles for their own individual pursuits.
Well, you know what? That's a great point, and that's a point that they really basically verbalized recently on Dynamite.
But what does that got to do with Eddie Kingston having that in any of his business?
Well, Eddie and very close friends of Ortiz. And again, you talked earlier in this telecast, Mark, about friendship, how friendship is important. And I guess that's important for Ortiz. I guess friendship with Eddie Kingston is more important than his alliance with Chris Jericho in many ways. I don't know. And of course we know, wow, how about that move?
Well, I think Eddie's always been a champion for the little guy too.
I told you, Goldie's not a slouch.
I think that's the situation where I think that Santana and Ortiz, according to Eddie, have been doing Jericho's dirty work. There's a little bit of validity to it. But right now,
wow, Goldie coming across with a knee from the top, got a 1 count. That time. Well, we'll see what transpires in the trios match coming up. Santana, Ortiz, Jericho together.
Oh, some stiff elbows to the face of Ortiz.
Sure it is. The only thing I'm not liking right now is Goldie locking those fingers together.
Here comes Ortiz fighting back, open hand slaps right across the chest.
Oh, scratched him right across the face and neck area.
Well, meow, I guess, cat scratch.
And whoa, a running lariat that time. Here we go again, back elbow. And Goldie just kind of wobbly, going in circles in the ring.
Yeah, he's on Bourbon Street at 3 a.m. in Mardi Gras.
Yes, he is. Picked up. Oh, there he is.
What happens out there? I've never been.
Great stop it. Standing switch. Tag is made. Stop it. And springboard into a crossbody. Double team. Senton. Wow. How about that teamwork?
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
Well,
no, you're right, it doesn't.
Listen to the reaction from the crowd. That is respect, gentlemen.
Knee.
Call it the way you see it. Kick him.
Wow. Wow, there's that Puerto Rican Thor hammer.
Jeez.
Woo, lights out.
Man, the Goldie is out, man.
The winners of this match, Santana and Ortiz.
Goldie just got turned to brass.
Yeah, another successful outing for Proud and Powerful. Get out of the ring.
Santana Ortiz now await beach break, teaming with Chris Jericho against Daniel Garcia and 2.0 coming up on TBS this Wednesday.
Up next on Elevation Women's Tag Team Competition, Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho in action. Now back to the ring with our own Justin Roberts.
You did that very well, Paul. Very cool.
I'm stealing it all from you.
This is a tag team bout set on the fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first from the graveyards of Tijuana, Mexico, Thunder Rosa.
You know I gotta say it, Tony.
Go ahead.
Thunder Rosa.
And her tag team
45
partner
and 7.
from Lafayette, Indiana, Ruby Soho.
Wow. Wow, what a combination here of Soho and Thunder Rosa in tag team action here on Elevation as we go back to Justin Roberts for their opponents.
And their opponents, a team of Jordan Blade and Leva Bates.
It's good to see Leva Bates out here in competition, too.
It really is. The librarian Leva Bates, by the way.
The librarian Leva Bates.
I was wondering why she would have books.
You know, I wish I had a librarian. My librarian was scary. She looked like Skeletor. If my librarian looked like that, I might have spent some more time in the library. Just saying.
Blue hair?
Oh, yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
All right, and against the red hair of Ruby Soho, and back they go to the corner.
She was waiting on it.
Ruby went all the way to the finals of the TBS Championship. And Thunder Rosa was involved in that as well. But Thunder Rosa's issue, here's a tag is made.
This is an interesting grouping right here. You know, to see Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho work together, both of them unbelievable singles competitors. But just because you're a great singles competitor doesn't mean you can work in a tag team.
True that. It takes a lot of selfishness to be a good tag team competitor. You know, but I like the high energy that Thunder Rosa and Ruby Soho bring together. And there's the experience of Leva Bates by dragging Ruby Soho towards her corner, distracting poor Paul Turner. Nice bridging suplex. Wow.
First time that, now look at that. She points, and and an arm drag that time by Ruby Soho.
You talk about running into the buzzsaw.
Yeah, you just ran into a buzzsaw. You ran into a skill saw.
But there's another buzzsaw out there, and that's Mercedes Martinez. 1, 2. And you're talking about a long-standing issue, Mercedes and Thunder Rosa.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That feud all over.
As a matter of fact, one could say it was Mercedes that cost Thunder Rosa a chance to advance in the tournament and for the TBS title. I'm sure that that's what Thunder Rosa's thinking. How about that knee by Ruby Soho? And here comes Thunder Rosa. Boy, she gets a great reaction, doesn't she?
Everywhere she goes. I mean,
she's intense.
Drop toe hold. Nicely done. Blade gets drop kicked in the back of the head for troubles. Here goes Thunder Rosa again. Oh, man. That's what you say. Drop kick someone when they're down. And
deceptively strong.
Thunder driver.
1, 2.
Broken up by Leva Bates. Good job.
And now here's Ruby Soho.
Leva's going to have to get her hands up, but she
to get her,
doesn't want to get hit in the face.
Try to get her up again, and reversal into the ropes. Pick up.
Oh, no.
Into a Russian leg sweep.
Rolled her over. Oh, there it is.
It's hooked.
Wow.
The Peruvian necktie.
Here are your winners, the team of Ruby Soho and
I'm not
Thunder
flexible enough.
Rosa.
No, I ended up like that one time. I dropped a cookie under the bed, wound up like that one time. I like to die.
If I got put in that hole, it would take the jaws of life to get me out of it.
I would save you, though, because you're my friend.
Time now for our main event here on Elevation. It should be a good one. Matt Sydal will team with Lee Moriarty against Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks of Team Taz. Well, Team Taz, quite an influential group here in AEW. As we go back to Justin Roberts.
This is a tag team bout set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring at a combined weight of 480 pounds, the team of Powerhouse Hobbs and the FTW World Champion, Absolute Ricky Starks.
Guys, I love Ricky Starks. I know he's a bit of a diva. I know he's a bit of a peel. But he does something. It makes you feel like the old guys, like Paul Orndorff,
Right.
like Rick Rude. He has that effect.
Yeah, he's got that overwhelming ego. as we go back to the ring.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 371 pounds, the team of Lee Moriarty and Matt Sydal.
Well, young Lee Moriarty is a man who has been trained by Matt Sydal. He's his mentor. Should be a great matchup in our main event coming in here on Elevation.
It's always good to see the student go out and try to represent his teacher.
By the way, I want to remind you, this past Friday, tickets went on sale for AEW in Fort Myers at the Hirsch Arena. That's coming up Wednesday, March 9th. Tickets now on sale. Also, tickets now on sale when we come to San Antonio at the historic Freeman Coliseum, Wednesday, March 13th. Then we return to Cedar Park at the HEB Center, and that is March 23rd. So San Antonio and Cedar Park tickets go on sale this Friday, but tickets already on sale for...
Look at this posture. Ricky Stark's already up to his old tricks.
We look so forward to seeing our fans in Fort Myers, Florida. Get us out of the cold, man.
Uh-oh.
Too much muscle.
Too much muscle. I don't know. If it's too much muscle, kick him down the sides.
Oh, wow.
They're going to have to put a muzzle on Starks.
Really? Yeah.
Hobbs
Standing
almost
there,
got
all I
up
could
for
hear
it.
is hearing.
Well, that's part of that pizzazz that Starks has that you like there, Ricky. Whoa!
Wow. Explosive.
Yeah, Moriarty needs to get the plate number off that bus to just flatten his ass.
I'm telling you, going up top and doing that high-flying type wrestling works, but not with a guy like Starks, man.
You can
like
teach
powerhouse
headlocks.
Yeah.
You can you can teach wrist locks, but you can't teach size like Hobbs.
No. He sets the tone quite differently in the ring.
And here is Ricky Starks, the FTW champion, with an issue has been made of that. No, stop it, please.
Oh my God, just mocking people.
I know, issue has been made of that. Watch out. Oh!
Great elbow.
And that is a 1 count that time.
Oh.
See, Ricky's got a mean streak. So he fired right back on Lee Moriarty.
Not much posturing, not much trying to put the mustard on the hot dog. He just went right to work. Notice I said mustard on the hot dog.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know you mentioned hot dogs. Some guy.
Wow, knee to the side of the head.
Well, pose for us now here. What pose is that?
You know, I think
I think
I've
that's
never seen it in the wrestling business. I think it's a one of one. It's an original.
It's like the I'm too shy to pose. Cover. There's a tag out. That was interesting. It's like they tagged him mid-count.
Oh, no. Okay, I'm glad that was a kick to the solar plexus because
They're about to make a wish on Lee
thought-
Moriarty.
I thought they were going to make a wish.
Yeah. Hey.
One of the great athletes in the world, Jay Lethal, has had issue with the FTW title and Ricky Starks. He's made that known. Jay Lethal now part of AEW. Great seeing Jay Lethal here with us.
Not in my house.
Not in your house, huh? All right, got you, buddy.
He's a nut. He just pulled out the Dikembe Mutombo. Not in my house.
Well, I kind of say it's Powerhouse Hobbs' house right now.
Moriarty needs to
Look
try
at the
to put some
cannonball shoulders
defense.
and traps on Hobbs. You know?
And if he don't mount a defense against Hobbs, this is going to be over with real.
Into a bear hug.
Smart on Hobbs' part. Just use that strength. Squeeze the guts right out of Moriarty.
You know, I know both of you guys, big, strong guys throughout your career. The bear hug to me was a move that I thought more big guys should use it. You just grab it.
Sometimes it's hard because as hard as you're squeezing, another guy can be holding his breath, and they kind of cancel each other out.
Okay.
But if you can catch him on the in breath and crank in where they can't get a breath back in,
Yep.
that's a little bit different.
Or if you apply the anaconda philosophy, every time they breathe out, you cinch it in a little bit more.
Right.
You're exactly right, Tony. I feel like more big guys should be using it.
Right now, Matt Sydal,
Oh.
just amazing what he can do in and out of the ring.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. He's like
Starks
one of those-
felt that one.
Yeah, Gammon Gary right to the face and up on top.
Oh.
Try to give him the flying knees. He got him down 1, 2, and a...
Hobbs there to save his teammate.
That's that smart tag team ring awareness.
Here comes Lee Moriarty flying in. Still cannot get Hobbs off his feet. Boy, Moriarty's got a lot of talent, a lot of fire, doesn't he? Double team here. Still trying to chop the big man down. Oh!
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Wow, into Ricky Starks. Great teamwork. 1, 2, 3.
Aerial winners, the team of Absolute Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs.
Man, that's good teamwork.
Yeah.
Man,
Good
I wish you
teamwork
would have
on
got
that
one
cover,
guy in
too.
the. Wish you got one guy in the ring.
Here's the replay, Paul.
There's that spear set up by Powerhouse Hobbs, slinging Moriarty into that shoulder of Ricky Starks. There's the cover with an assisted cover. You know, imagine that, a zebra not doing his job. Surprise, surprise.
Don't get hot.
Hang on.
All right. You want to talk about lethal? Well, this is lethal right here. Me with a live mic. Dante Martin, I'm going to tell you like this. You got a baby brother complex, and I don't like that. You got a lot of friends back there, but I don't think they're really your friends. So here's the deal. I want you to come out here, and I want you to say what I want you to say, and that is quite simply this. You made a mistake turning on Team Taz. So bring it on out. Bring it on out. Where is he? He always looks like he's crying. He's up. Yeah.
You know Dante Martin was not going to sit idly by and let them talk like that. Here he comes.
I think he looks like he's crying now.
Not so much.
He's stunned that time. The big guy now, drop kick, jumping over Ricky Starks, and a spear.
Yeah, he's outnumbered, though.
Yeah, but
Outnumbered. You left that monster in the ring, Dante.
yeah, may have ill-advised that he would do that. And now 2-on-1, and the number's just too great.
He's getting stomped like he stole something.
Here comes Moriarty and Matt Sydal trying to help him out.
Oh, once again, the numbers games work.
And it worked that time.
Circle the wagons. Keep the Lions away.
Well, there you go.
I'm excited for next week. I want to see this.
Well, the winners of the match here. Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks, Team Taz, and Dante Martin will not take a back seat at all.
I don't see Dante Martin crying. I see Dante Martin angry.
He looks mad.
For Mark Henry and Paul White, I'm Tony Schiavone. Dynamite on TBS on Wednesday. We'll see you next week here on Elevation.
Wednesday on TBS. The feuds are on fire. Don't miss the Dynamite Beach Break event. Adam Cole faces Orange Cassidy. Lights out.
I'm going to destroy you.
And the true TNT champion will be decided. Cody Rhodes against Sammy Guevara in a ladder match. AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite. Live at 8. Now on TBS.